There's not another woman in comedy who gets us rolling like Kathy Griffin. So I am thrilled to have her back here at HuffPost Live. You posted these tweets that were pretty powerful. I met this sweet, generous, and brilliant man, Robin Williams, in 1991. Here we are with his idol, Jonathan Winters. Every encounter I had with Robin Williams was truly pivotal. Each and every one of them is flooding back now to riff with Robin, a comic's dream. First of all, how did you feel when you first heard that? What was your initial reaction? I didn't believe it.
I remember the first words I uttered were, "He was my friend," and I'm not acting like we were besties, but first of all, that photo isn't from, I met him in 1991, but that photo was from the TV Land Awards where he got to give an award to Jonathan Winters, and I got to be backstage with them. And but you know, he was the type of genius and influence on me personally that was so inspiring, because he absolutely had a feeling like he would say anything, and of course had a feeling of danger, which I think is essential to stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
So of course I just loved him immediately, but also being in this business for so long and being told by so many male comics, well, you don't really tell jokes. You know, I'm sort of more of a storyteller.
Yeah.
Well, you don't tell real jokes, and someone like Robin giving me kind of a stamp of approval was so meaningful to me. And I remember I was just texting a friend of mine at the Jimmy Kimmel show, and one time Robin waited for me in the parking lot because he had done the show earlier in the day. And it just meant a lot. Like, he heard I was coming, and we chatted for a while, and he was very aware of like my work, and he was quoting some other friends of mine that are comics, and I love that he was still so in the game.
Right.
But also, being an improviser, I'm from the Groundlings, I just have such an appreciation for someone that is so quick and such a great improviser. And he just didn't seem to have that chicks aren't funny thing. And for me, that just means the world, because I have to fight that all the time. And to have someone that brilliant just kind of give me the time of day was fun. But also, I admired him and admired his work, and then appreciated that he was a nice person on top of it.
Can Kathy talk a little bit about her relationship with Anderson Cooper? They are the funniest duo.
We've just been texting, actually.
And I literally cannot get enough of them.
Well, he's in Ferguson right now.
Yeah, I just left him.
So our dinner plans are ruined.
Yes.
So yes, I did ask him to bring me something from Red's Barbecue. Is it wrong that as I'm watching the riots, I'm like, please save the barbecue, save Red's Barbecue, that place is probably awesome. So I would be like in line holding hands with everybody going, save the barbecue, people, think. So yeah, I just think he's one of a kind, and I've just signed on to do a multi-year deal for New Year's for CNN.
That's awesome.
I think we have provided a true alternative to the Ryan Seacrest tyranny.
Yes.
Which, you know, with their big budgets and their Taylor Swift and their Miley Cyrus.
I'm so over that.
Anderson and I, come on.
Yeah, and it's weird. You know, all right, I have to be honest. The first time I heard you and Anderson were going to be doing it, I was like,
what?
I was like, this is going to be so friggin' weird.
Yeah.
Right? Because
it is weird.
Because he's like, he's a straight man, ironically. And,
yes.
you know, you're telling jokes. And, you know.
He's just come from Jalalabad.
Right.
I mean, one year he actually said, he's like, I just landed from Jalalabad. And I was like, I just landed from LA. I know exactly what you mean.
He's like, same thing, right?
I'm exhausted. I'll carry this one.
And he looked uncomfortable with not uncomfortable, but like, he's like, oh my God, I can't believe she just said that. Oh my God, I can't believe she just did that.
Uncomfortable is an understatement.
Yes.
Because it's really my job to get him fired.
Right. And you are getting closer and closer. You're going to reach your goal one day.
I'm really trying.
But it like works, because he's awesome. And he's one of my favorite people. And he's awesome, but he's also super like straight news man, and you're like the comedian, and it's like
he's
watching
terrified. And look, he says that he sweats more with me on New Year's on those risers in the middle of Times Square, where one year I believe it was 13 degrees, than he does in any war zone. And I take pride in that. I am his personal war zone. This is his war zone right here.
There's an amazing trip to Thailand that we took as a family. So it's yours, mine, and ours. It's my family, Bruce's kids, and our kids. So that's exciting.